Hi guys, Berry Babe here. It's been a few days. I had a very nice weekend with friends. If you go to Fluffynomo's channel, she has done a collage of photos and movie clips. It was really the first time I've been at a slumber party since I was in my teens. And just campfire every night, lake every day. It was just very nice, and it was so incredible to be able to be with people that I have admired who've done HCG and vlogged ahead of me, that I kind of look up to for their success. I had met Fluffynomo and JB Mamafer before. We had gotten together in Ohio, but it was the first time I had seen Mighty Mouse Lisa and Giving It My All and Kathy Not Enough Hours in person. So I took all my own food, and I laughed. I didn't know what to take. I didn't know what we were going to be doing. I kind of lived out of the back of my car. I laughed. I said to my husband, I'll see you in a week. I have enough food and clothes to be gone that long. I did not eat anything that was not part of what I could eat on my plan. However, I think I ate more than I would have had I been at home. Being out of routine, being out of routine and eating out of the cooler, and just I think and I have been more hungry lately, so when I got home, I was constipated. So when I got home, of course, stupid, I had to step on the scale. 166 something. It was like, oh boy. And I knew at night I was always higher, but I was really, when I don't get on the scale, I get on and I expect it to be a good number, and I'm rarely pleased. So I drank a whole bottle of magnesium citrate, and the next morning before I weighed, I had a good result. But I was 162.9. So I had been 161.9. I had gotten into the, no, wait a minute, 160. I don't even remember now. I was up. Then this morning, it was 161.9. Okay, so I was still in the 161s, but it was 161.9. This morning, I was 160.9, down a pound, but net pounds only like 0.2 or something like that, but I got to see 160.9, so who knows how many days it's going to take me to do this. I think it was 10 or 12 days I was in 161. But one number at a time, one number at a time. So I had I had about the second day, third day, I was having a little cabin fever. So I just drove into town. I was drinking Diet Coke. Shame on me. Made me swell, bloated, all the salt. But I found an HCG boutique. So I did a little shopping, and then I went to the grocery store and bought some things. And when I left on Sunday, I had to come home Sunday, even though I think everybody else stayed till the next day, because we have 4 drivers and 3 cars, and I had said I would be home Sunday so my daughter could have the car for Monday to go to work. So on my way home, I stopped in Marshall. I drove through Marshall because I used to live in Marshall, but it was 40 years ago. And they had an HCG boutique. So I did a little shopping there. And then when I got almost home, I had texted ahead and asked them, family, did they want anything? And of course I ended up with a grocery list. So I pretty much wore a hat and sunglasses all weekend long. I didn't bother putting on my hair. I did put on makeup one day, but after that it was like, so I'm in Myers and I'm pushing my cart and I have on my hat and sunglasses, and I come alongside, I was in one of the main aisles, and I come along aside a father pushing a little girl, and she's a sweetie, oh, 4 or 5 years old, maybe 5 or 6, and she's just darling. She's got blonde hair and she's wearing a straw hat with kind of a wavy brim and sunglasses, and I just kind of smiled to myself because she just looked like she's a little diva, you know. And she looked over at me and then she said to her dad, "Dad, she's got a hat and sunglasses on too." And she just was so tickled. She looked a hell of a lot better in hers than I did in mine. But it was a positive thing for her. It was, I guess, affirming to her, and I was just trying to be incognito so I didn't have to gussy up at all. So anyway, I've been okay today with my food. Night's not over. You know, I have trouble at night, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. And tomorrow night, if it doesn't rain, there'll be concert in the park again. So another challenge. So I'm sorry that I didn't drop a ton of weight over the weekend, but I'm glad that I didn't go out of control, because there were some things there that I could have eaten, or I could have gone to the store and bought a bunch of crap and eaten it and hidden it in my car, you know, but I didn't. I had committed to eating out of the cooler, and even though they did have some things that I could have eaten, it helped me to know that I had told myself I was just going to eat out of my cooler. So that is all for now. Probably I'll check in again tomorrow. Now that I'm home, I might be back in routine. So bye for now.